Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 10th to the 16th of April 2017. The week begins with Mercury turning retrograde in Taurus. This is to take our mind and connect with our heart and our values and our simplicity. So there'll be a review going on for the next couple of weeks as we turn inwards to have a look at what we're really valuing, so that when Mercury turns direct again, we're putting our mind and our energy and our actions and our thoughts and our words into something that's really us. So Mercury turning retrograde, going back into Aries by the 21st of April, turning direct on the 4th of May, and then leaving the retrograde period by the 21st of May. But that will still have a bit of a shadow all the way to the end of May. So it's a more complicated one than last year because we're cusping signs from Earth back into Aries fire and then back into Earth again. So going inwards, having a look at where we put our mind every day. What are we putting our mind to? Is it really serving us? Is it really us? Is it ours? Is it something that we value? And going in and rearranging inwardly, learning from the wisdom of the heart and making those deep transformational changes on the inside. There's a feeling by Monday of appreciating what we already have. We are taught very much to accumulate and to be consumers and to plan for the future. But with this aspect, I feel that it's appreciation and gratitude for what we already have. We have our life, we have our health, we have our friends, we have this beautiful planet, we have all of this abundance around us. So taking time to truly appreciate what we are enjoying, what we are part of, is a theme of this week. By Tuesday we have the full moon in Libra. This is a very interesting one because we have the Sun and Uranus in Aries and the Moon and Jupiter in Libra, making a pull across the skies. So Libra is all about balancing relationships. This can be any person that we're relating with one-to-one. It doesn't have to be the affairs of the heart or romance, that kind of relationship. So Libra likes to harmonise but can often forget itself and put itself second, whereas Aries likes to put itself first and needs to learn how to consider other people and include others to create healthy, balanced connections. So with the Sun and Aries, we're looking at independence, personal rights, the spark of the connection, the spiritual soul contract of the connection. And with the Moon and Jupiter, we're looking at expanding that, making some space and creating peace and flow. So this doesn't have to be difficult, but it will be honest, with those mighty planets opposing each other across the sky. A nice pull there to find the middle ground between independence and the self, and flow and expansion, including the other, to find that balanced soul connection. Pluto is squared off, and Pluto values discernment and building firm foundations. So lasting relationships can come from this awkward square when we review and revise where we value the core essence of the connection, making lasting relationships that are meaningful and supportive, but also stepping up and playing our part in that. So have a look at where your balance or imbalance is. Are you always wanting to lead and have your own way and push forwards? Or are you always acquiescing and giving to the other first, but ignoring yourself in the equation? The spark of everything. What's the real spark of the connection? And is there too much control and restriction? Or can you open that up to create flow and harmony? Mercury retrograde in Taurus is obviously involved as well. So looking at the sacred landscape of the heart, looking at your natural dynamic, because sometimes we try to be somebody else in a relationship or to please somebody else in a connection. But have a look at what your natural landscape is and tend to your inner garden. This then feels like a reconnection to youth and the heart, with the Aries spark and Mercury looking at the sacred landscape. Then are you young at heart? Are you playful? Can you simplify away from the psychological and emotional conditioning and get back to kindness, gentleness, to be young and free and meet others with purity and a simple loving nature, not imposing your story on others but also not imprisoning them with your view of them? So there's a liberation here, liberation from the past, liberation from the narrative, from the programming, and getting back to the simple spark, to the simple heart place, so that we can shine our light brightly to the world. By Wednesday we'll feel the energy which is around generally, but it's stronger on Wednesday, where Mars and Venus are both retrograde, but they're working nicely together to take us back to this centre. So Mars in Taurus and Venus in Pisces, both working as a pair to find that simplicity, to find that inner resonance, that frequency of truth. So we don't have to try to be anything anymore, or to prove anything, or to project anything, but we're getting back to the simple centre to get to know our real selves. So we can spring clean our psyche, we can cut away unnecessary thoughts, we can listen to ourselves, listen to the wisdom of the heart, listen to what we're saying to ourselves and what we're believing in, and challenge if those are really true, and explore that conversation, explore the story, and maybe release it if we're not believing it anymore, and if we come back to a more simple place. By Friday we have the exactitude of the Sun and Uranus meeting in Aries. So this is fiery, this is very singular, this is very honest. The Sun is our soul and our life force energy, and Uranus is our visionary and our rebel and our higher mind. So to really connect our life force energy, our soul, with our higher mind and relight our spark, that's the task for us on Friday, to really connect with our true self. Then by Friday Venus turns direct in Pisces. I see this as divine cosmic union. It's a beautiful end to the week after we've had the full moon in Libra and then Sun conjunct Uranus, really lighting our spark that we've gone in and found with Mercury retrograde in Taurus. So Venus turning direct, divine cosmic union with ourselves, with our higher self, with our connection to source, and therefore being so true to our own natural vibration that our outer relationships are easier, because the self-realization and the cleansing that we've done means that we're standing up and representing ourselves truly to the world, and that makes it easier to connect with other natural souls. So a beautiful and blissful end to the week, very active week with all of these aspects going on at once, but take it simply, take it day by day, and I feel that this full moon in Libra with all of these other aspects are really doing some final work to bring us back to our true selves, and therefore we can create what we want from a place of honesty, simplicity, youthfulness and joy. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. If you'd like to look at your chart, then I'm available one-to-one in London or over Skype to see where this is all happening for you, and to tune you in to your natural soul plan, to find that inner landscape and to clear away some of the unnecessary psychology and history to help you feel your true vibration. I also have a series of courses where you can learn to do this for yourself, and an online group where we can explore each aspect as it happens. These horoscopes are written up on my website, which is www.astrozo.com, or if you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll receive these videos on a weekly basis, and that's Zoe Astro on YouTube. So for a reading or for courses, or to find out about my meetup groups or membership group, please do contact me, zoehines7@gmail.com.